Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today I'm going to be going over 5 steps to improve your life immediately. This video is going to be super clear, super concise, as easy as I can possibly make it. Instead of waiting until 2023, doing the New Year's resolutions, now is the perfect time to start making these positive changes in your life and improve your life for the better immediately. Now, watching this video might not change your life. You have to actually do what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna do it with you. We're gonna hold each other accountable. I know that I'm a person who makes videos and gives advice, but I am a human. I am not perfect, and I'm working on all of these things behind the scenes as well. So we can do it together. We can hold each other accountable. Sound like a deal? Get out a pen and paper or get your notes app going on your phone, and let's get started. First things first here. Number 1, stop procrastinating right now. There's a quote that says, "The cost of procrastination is the life you could have lived." And if hearing that doesn't make you want to get a move on, I don't know what will. There have been times in my life where I vividly remember procrastinating, and it made my life so much harder than it needed to be. Some small things and some big things, but it never made my life any better. And I'll give you a personal example here. So when I first started posting on YouTube, I made 2 videos. I posted them, and then I stopped for a while. I kept telling myself that I wanted to make videos again, and I just took way too long to start doing it. I kept putting it off, I kept making excuses for myself, and I wish I would have just done it sooner. One of the keys to stop procrastinating is to eliminate excuses. All you need to focus on is taking action. The rest is a racket that you're running in your head that's holding you back from getting started. Your first video might be bad. Your first workout might be bad. Your first time playing an instrument might be bad. Your first time doing anything will probably be bad. But you can't make it to your 100th time doing it until you get the first one done. Just start. Another thing that I was procrastinating doing was using a VPN. I was putting it off because it just seemed too complicated. And then of course, like procrastinating anything, once I did it, I realized that I really should have done this sooner. NordVPN is quick and easy, so don't worry about being tech savvy. And stop procrastinating protecting your data. If you use public Wi-Fi or you just don't want to be hacked, you need to start using NordVPN. NordVPN is more than just a VPN. Even when you're not connected to a VPN server, when the threat protection feature is enabled in the settings, it blocks malware and makes your browsing safer and smoother by identifying malware-ridden files and stopping you from landing on malicious websites. It stops intrusive tracking, conceals your IP, cloaks your virtual location, shields your data traffic from snoopers, and protects you from cyber attacks. It avoids malicious ads and blocks the intrusive ads on the spot, and it's always on cybersecurity, protects your browser even when you're not connected to a VPN server. And another great added bonus is that it unlocks movies, series, and sports. Has your favorite show been taken off a streaming service or not available in your country anymore? You don't want to miss a match or a game while you're traveling? You need NordVPN. Go to nordvpn.com/Courtney to get the 2-year plan with an exclusive deal plus 4 bonus months free. It's risk-free with NordVPN's 30-day money-back guarantee. Number 2 here is to set attainable goals and write them down. If you have no goals for yourself, what is it exactly that you're working towards? It is so easy to get in the habit of feeling stuck or complacency when you don't even know what you're working towards. And I've personally found that writing them down brings your thoughts and your goals into existence, and it makes them feel more real. Being able to visualize my goals and actually writing them down instead of just having all these thoughts in my head helps me stick to the plan and hold myself accountable. Your goal might be to run a 5K, learn a language, get a new job. This will look different for all of you, and you might have more than one. But just start by identifying what your goals are and what you want to accomplish. An example for all of you, my goal this year was to hit 400,000 subscribers, and I went way past my goal, and it was really neat to look back at my journal and see that I had written down hit 400,000 subscribers, and here I am now at almost 470. So it's really cool when you write it down and then you see yourself exceed or even just reach your goal. It's such a great feeling, and again, to be able to write it down and look back on it, I think is super helpful. Going off of that, my 3rd point here is to make promises to yourself and actually keep them. Now that you've set your goal or goals, make a promise to yourself that you're going to stay committed and consistent. What does making promises to yourself and actually keeping them do for you, you might be wondering? It makes you more confident, it boosts your self-esteem, it makes you more capable, it can enhance your skill set depending on what it is. It makes you trust yourself. Long story short, it will change your life. And again, it could even be one small thing. If you told yourself, I really want to go to the gym, I promise myself that I'm going to go to the gym, you better get your butt to the gym. I've actually talked about this many times in multiple different videos, the importance of making promises to yourself and actually keeping them. So many of us tell ourselves, oh, I would love to do this, or oh, I really want to do this, or I promise myself I'm going to do this, and then we don't do it. When you promise yourself you're going to do something and then you don't do it, it makes you lose trust in yourself, and that makes you have low self-esteem and low confidence, and that starts to infiltrate into other areas of your life as well. So I promise, when you make promises to yourself and you keep them, it will change your life. I can guarantee it. The next point here is tough, and it's gonna be tough for a lot of you, but that is to say goodbye to instant gratification. I want you to start thinking long term. Pay attention to your daily habits and see how these are impacting your life, positively or negatively. And I found this excerpt about instant gratification that I've mentioned in a past video, and I wanna repeat it here so that we're all on the same page. Instant gratification is seductive and satisfying, but not when it is at the expense of long-term goals, especially goals that will help build your self-esteem and help make progress towards your goals. Stop sacrificing substantive happiness that will bring you consistent and lasting joy for superficial, momentary happiness, which will fade quickly and ultimately extend unhappiness. As a society, myself included, I am also part of the society, waste so much time doing things that actually don't benefit us at all and end up holding us back. You are absolutely allowed to enjoy your free time and relax and enjoy your entertainment. But if you notice you're doing this too much, or it's becoming an addiction, or it's getting to a point where it is holding you back from reaching your goals, that is when it becomes an issue. And it's probably time to reevaluate. So again, this is gonna look different for all of you, but take a look at what you do in a day. Something that was very helpful for me was going into my phone and going into settings and looking at my screen time. I'm gonna share this with you. It's embarrassing and I'm being vulnerable, but I'm going to share it. A couple of weeks ago, I was laying in bed at the end of the day and I took a look at my screen time on my phone. And I had spent 4 hours that day on Instagram. Now, social media is part of my job. I spend a lot of time looking for content ideas or just, posting my own content, responding to comments, responding to messages. But 4 hours out of a 24-hour day on Instagram made me ill. It made me sick to my stomach, so I had to turn on the feature on your iPhone where you set limits for apps, and that has really helped me because I found that I was addicted to social media. So again, social media is great for a lot of different reasons. I think it's helpful. It's my job, which I obviously love and I adore, and I'm so thankful that I get to do it and help people. But I do think it can become a full-blown addiction for people as well, and I think that's when it becomes unhealthy. Too much time doing a mindless and meaningless task is not good for anyone. So if you find yourself scrolling endlessly for hours, spending 3 hours on TikTok, 4 hours on Instagram, 5 hours on YouTube, you gotta cut back, or you gotta cut it out cold turkey. And from a business standpoint, me telling you to cut out YouTube is not in my best interest, but I truly don't care. I don't want you guys wasting all of your time mindlessly watching content that's not helping you, or just like scrolling all the time on your phone, okay? We need to be productive. We need to be taking steps to reach our goals. And again, you can absolutely enjoy your entertainment and free time, but please pay attention to this and understand when it becomes an issue. And that leads me into my last point here, which is mindful content consumption. Social media is instant gratification city. And as I mentioned before, it is so easy to just get caught up in scrolling, comparing your life to someone else's best moments and highlight reels on Instagram or TikTok or here on YouTube. But I want to respectfully remind you to go outside and touch some grass. So many people are chronically online, and unfortunately, it shows. Be mindful of the content that you consume on a daily basis because it impacts you in more ways than you can even imagine. If you spend all of your time watching bitter, hateful, negative content that makes you feel bad about yourself, makes you feel bad about other people, makes you feel bad about the world, what kind of mood do you think that's going to put you in? What kind of state of mind do you think that's going to put you in? How do you think that's going to make you feel long term and short term? Not good. The internet can be a wonderful thing for so many reasons, but there is also a very dark part of it that I don't want you guys to fall into. Be mindful of the content that you're choosing to watch and feed your brain with. Go in on the screen time thing on your phone like I did and see how much time you're spending on all of these different apps. If you cut back on the 4 hours that you spent scrolling on TikTok doing nothing and put 30 minutes of that towards actively working on your goal, my oh my, how different life would be for you. And embarrassingly enough, I know that from personal experience. So to wrap this video up, these are 5 steps that you can take immediately right now that will change your life for the better. I really wanted to make this video as clear and concise as possible and make all of these 5 things that you can do immediately to start making your life a lot better, to make these healthy, happy habits for 2023 and start before the new year, right? I think a lot of us get caught up in, oh, I'll do it next week. Oh, I'll do it when the new year starts. And then we continue to push our life back and procrastinate our life, when in reality, all you have to do is take action. That's all there is to do. And you might as well start working on it right now. So I would love to hear your thoughts after watching this video. If you took little notes in your phone, if you'd be open to sharing them, I would love to see them. I would love to hear what your goals are and what you plan on doing to achieve them. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel to be in the loop for when I release new content. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me over on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys over on there as well. If you're addicted to Instagram, don't follow me on Instagram, but if you want to go over there, interact with me on stories, DM me, you have a question, we can hold each other accountable over there as well. That's a great place to do it. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.